think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that, I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur. Weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterfly that's on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. TT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that, I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I say it to him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right back.
Boy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride the side while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I f***ing sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no hezzy, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Dylan, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayukin. They sending shots, but somehow I just juke it. Hitting my desk. I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move for respect. I don't need nothing on me. The father may wait.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Next on Madden Football.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they will win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Smith going to go to the air first play. Forced out to his left. And some space here. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
One of the fastest risers in the draft process last year. Every time you watched him on tape, you liked him more and more. Explosive interior quickness, has a physical presence, and loves to play the game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Geno. This will be caught by Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford is one of those quarterbacks who didn't get the credit he deserved for the majority of his career due to the fact he's playing on teams that often didn't make the playoffs. But that narrative emphatically changed when he changed his surroundings and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's had a few injuries in the intervening years, but now that he's fully healthy, he plans on getting his team back into the championship conversation.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Stafford to Higbee there, Rams first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Smith.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Smith throwing again.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Geno now to throw. Out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Play action. Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jalen Reed. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken right around the 44. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Byron Young there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Smith now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw, it's Higbee. He's got room past the 30. Look at the big fella go. How about this? And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
We talk so much about run after the catch, or rack, a term coined by our very own, the coach, John Madden, the legendary one himself. And you definitely won't find a better illustration of it than right here. He's going to take this one, and away he goes. Nearly takes it the length of the field before finally being tracked down.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Stafford. Touchdown! Puka Nacua, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to move back in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Extra point forthcoming. Oh, this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Metcalf. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 60 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Brown just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Smith. Fighting through pressure. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Just beating the play clock, Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Smith. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
Now it's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They run. It's Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stafford. The quick slant caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Geno. Man open left side is Brown. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Again, Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back to throw, Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taking it about the 16. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Rams first down.
Here's Stafford. Going up top for Cup. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
For the Seahawks in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, Geno Smith. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down by Higbee, and he's sneakily been one of the most reliable tight ends in the passing game over the last handful of seasons. He may not hit 100 targets this year as he did prior, but when the ball's thrown his way, he comes down with it more often than not.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Stafford now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Tutu Atwell
from 21 yards away.
And the Rams have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Smith. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Dancing to his left. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And Walker has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. There he goes again. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That last run, one of many that we've seen from him, and it's going to be the one that breaks Colin Kaepernick's single-game record of 181 rushing yards, set back in the divisional round of the playoffs in January of 2013.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 6 now. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to throw, Smith. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A 2nd field goal here this 3rd quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, second down. Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You think about the great receivers in the game. What do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump. It's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Rams.
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Now the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now Geno.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. They'll roll him out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Myers' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
To the air again, Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Stafford. Touchdown! Kyron Williams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are back within a score. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 73 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing now is Geno. Walker with a grab, left side. Stiff-armed him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing is Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Smith. Steps away. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
Again, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. LA readies for its next possession. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing is Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Stafford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tyrell Dodson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Smith going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Shoving through the defense. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Able to get away. And the pressure gets to him again. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Throwing now, Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Straight ahead, Walker. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showing some tough running there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 3rd and 6. Geno now to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 16. 24 seconds to go. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way. But bottom line, they're still alive. Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch them.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.